Ooh, well, good morning, good morning. It is the 14th of April today. It is a day after a great night of sleep. Everyone's doing awesome. Excited to be here, and let's get this push sesh going. Starting off with, as always, the lateral raises, machine lateral raises. I spent most of the day yesterday outside with the kiddos. Today, allergies are feeling it. Felt early, not too bad, but gotta get on top of it. Started using some of that Flonase, so in a couple of days they'll start kicking in all the way. Feeling much better. Ooh. Ooh, man. So probably one of the biggest things that I get asked online, but also in person, like people come up to me in the gym, mostly younger kids. The gym I'm at has like high school kids, sometimes and things like that, like younger kids. I'm 32, so younger than me, asking about like what do I need to do? What's the secret food I need to eat in order to get big? I can't put on any weight. They'll say I'm eating 5,000 calories a day, so I'm not gaining weight. It's like, well, I know what that was like. I mean, in high school, graduated high school at like 162 pounds. But I would eat throughout the whole day, bring an extra peanut butter jelly sandwich with me to eat after lunch, bring a peanut butter jelly sandwich with me after school before I worked out, or track or football or whatever sport I was doing at that time. And then I would also set an alarm at 2 or 3 in the morning to wake up when I was still in high school, living with my parents, wake up in the middle of the night, eat peanut butter jelly sandwich while I was next to me on the bedside with a big glass of chocolate milk. I get what it's like trying to eat to put weight on. But I think back and I'm like, I would do that all throughout the week. And on the weekend, that's where I'll lose my consistency. I'd call it consistency. Where sleeping in late, missing that first meal, going out with some friends, eating some food, but I mean, not as much as I was going to if I had like all scheduled out like time wise. So my weekly calorie intake was probably not as high as I thought it would be if I just stayed on the same plan as the whole weekdays. So tracking calories is definitely super important for making sure you are the calorie amount you need, protein specifically, but calories in total. That's the biggest thing is like there's no secret food. Sure, like there's foods that are more calorie dense, more carbohydrate dense. Really easy to find fat dense foods. But when you're just beginning and you're just like true beginning of working out, hit a protein goal. Try to hit about 1 gram of protein per pound of body mass in the beginning when you're working out. I mean, like I said, 160 pound Josh Dew in high school 160 grams of protein is not overly hard to do now that I know what I'm doing now. But back then, I'd be eating like, I don't know, like frozen pizzas, which have like 20 something grams of protein. And I'd eat like peanut butter jelly sandwiches can have like, depending on what kind of bread you use. Let's see. We'll call it 10-ish grams of protein for the peanut butter, just because I'd use a little bit more than 2 tablespoons per thing. So we'll call it, on a good day, it's like 20 grams of protein per sandwich. Lots of good, like lots of fats and carbs from the bread and the peanut butter, all kind of stuff too. But like, I have a shake every now and then. I didn't have access to a ton of protein powder because I didn't have a lot of money back then. So hitting 160 grams of protein, even weighing that much, was not as easy as I thought, because I had to like keep telling myself what to do to get to that point. But like, really be on top of what I was actually eating to get to that point, which is where I understand the difficulty of some people. Is like, I can't do it. But now, I mean, I don't want to say people have it easy now, but there's protein added everything. Like Boost or Premier protein shakes are everywhere, readily available, cheap. Sam's Club has their own brand. Costco has their own brand. They're cheap, like, to come around. That's 30 grams of protein right there. That's 1/5 of your daily intake just with one shake. Assuming this is talking about 160-pound Josh here, but yeah, it's all depends on just how you track it is the big thing that you really want to focus on. I'll talk more after this set, but I don't want people waiting on me to finish up.
Get somebody, get a ring, get somebody.
We'll talk more in a little bit. So like I was saying, like, there's no magic food out there. Consistency is the key to growth or weight loss, honestly. Tracking your calories, tracking your protein, keeping track of what calorie deficit or calorie excess you're going to be in is going to be vital. You know, sometimes just intuitive eating or like weighing out stuff in your head of like, this looks like this many grams. I've been doing this for years, and you're like totally wrong. You'd be like using like double the amount of peanut butter, for example. And it's like, you're using twice the amount of peanut butter you're expecting. That's another almost 200 grams or 200 calories. So that's enough to ruin a mild deficit right there. But yeah, growing, I get it. It's not fun to eat, but if you want to keep growing, that's what it is. And eventually you get used to it. Like, your stomach will kind of grow a little bit bigger. You can eat more foods that you tolerate. Sometimes you're just so bloated from eating so much that it's just like, this is not even fun. Of course, when I was a teenager, I would eat a lot more junk food, a lot more going out with my friends for like pizza or Taco Bell or whatever it was. So definitely have more junk at that point. Try to get the calories in, some more dirty calories, if you want to call it that. But as I get older, it's just like, it's not that I have a sensitive stomach. It's just that no one feels really great after eating a whole bunch of junk food. Like, the dopamine hit will make you feel better. Like, mentally, you're like, oh yeah, that tastes really good. But the feeling your body has after that is just, you're not feeling good. A lot of people will say like they don't have any issues with eating certain foods. It doesn't bother them. It's like, you say that, but then go try to do like a workout afterwards and like, you're not feeling your best. So that's kind of what I think of it as. Like, not so much training or not so much eating like, I can't leave the bathroom feeling bad, but like trying to perform at your best, using that as the baseline. So We'll continue my ranting here after a brief interruption. Gotta go pee. All right. A little bit less ranting here. People are asking if I'm done with the machine. So, gonna push through these next two sets and we'll continue my ranting in a little bit. This machine sounds like a frog when you're pushing it. Something like a rivet.
How are you?
All right, one more. All right, so I got 26 last set, which is a new PR. 14, 15 would be great with this. So let's find out. or 12 and a half. Okay, so lightened up to the 80s. Since I only got 12 and a half last time, and my endurance with chest is not great. So let's see where we are. Thanks. Usually go to the pec deck after that, but we'll get there shortly. The pulleys are open, so let's do some cable pushdowns, both bilateral and single arm, and then we'll go to the pec deck here shortly. All right, so I did have to rush through the single arm triceps as well as the pec deck. Got some abs in as well, but didn't want to set my camera up for all that because I was running out of time. But a little bit of posing. I will say that the day this kind of lines up with my chest day is Tuesday after a back day, so get a little bit extra blood flow in the back from recovery from the day before. I'll feel a little bit more pumped. Chest feels bigger. Trained biceps yesterday too. Trained triceps today. Shoulders a little bit. So this is like the best that you could look, you know. The day after training one body part, and then the day after training your chest, kind of like full in the front, look full in the back. But without further ado, except for legs, training after, like the posing after leg day, the day of and the day after, you definitely have some decreased definition, I feel. But Whew. And that is it for today. Yeah. That's all I got. So, as always, guys, keep it real. Eat big, sleep big, get big. Be the light, pass it on, make someone else's day brighter and better. But keep killing out there, guys. See ya.